Buckman lived a normal life until her neighbor Tootie Tickum sucked up a squirrel while Flora was reading a comic. The squirrel got superpowers. Flora soon figured it out and they became best friends. She named him Ulysses. Next, Flora met a boy named William Spiver who was temporarily blind. Flora's mother did not like the squirrel and thought it was diseased. When Flora went to her dad's house, Ulysses saved him from a psycho cat, Mr. Claus. Flora's dad liked the squirrel, but her mom disagreed and squirrel napped Ulysses. What will happen to Ulysses? Find out in Flora and Ulysses. Da da da! Scene 1. One normal day, Florabelle Buckman was reading a comic when she heard her neighbor Tootie Tickum scream, "I vacuumed a squirrel!" Flora rushed to the scene. When Flora got there, she pulled the squirrel out and named it Ulysses. Flora snuck the squirrel to the house. She told it to be good, but little did she know that night the squirrel would be typing on her mom's typewriter. Scene 2. A few hours later, there was a boy at the door. He was short and had very blonde hair. He had dark glasses on. He called out, "Great Aunt Tootie." The boy's name was William Spiver. He said, "Great Aunt Tootie, I smell squirrel." Flora asked, "Who are you?" "I am William Spiver," he replied. That's how Flora and Ulysses met William Spiver. Scene 3. Then her dad came to pick her up to make Flora feel happy since Flora's mom had sent Flora's dad to kill Ulysses. Flora's dad took Flora to this restaurant called the Giant Donut. There, a waitress named Rita asked Flora, "Do you have a doll in that shoebox?" Flora did not. In that box was Ulysses. Rita stuck her hand in Ulysses, and Ulysses jumped out and landed on Rita's hair. She screamed. A cook named Ernie came out of the kitchen with a knife in his hand. Ulysses flew off Rita's hair and bumped into the door with a splat. Ulysses was taken to Dr. Measham. Scene 4. When Flora got to her dad's apartment, they rushed to Dr. Measham's apartment. When they got there, Flora did not have a chance to open the door. It swung open. "At last, Florabelle. Come in," said Dr. Measham. "Are you a doctor? Because I need one." "For who?" Dr. Measham asked. "You don't look hurt." "My friend Ulysses is," said Flora. "Sit, my friend," said Dr. Measham. "I will look at your squirrel." Flora sat on a horsehair couch. It was very slippery. Later, Dr. Measham said, Your squirrel friend is fine. He just needs some rest." There was a knock at the door. "There is your father, Florabelle." So Flora said her dad is Ulysses. "Okay." "Ah!" Mr. Claus was doing his dirty work. Suddenly, a small paw sent evil Mr. Claus flying. Ulysses saved George Buckman. Scene 5. While Flora slept, Ulysses snuck out of Flora's room and went downstairs to type. All of a sudden, Flora's mom came out of the darkness and made him type a message to Flora. The message said, Dear Flora, I decided that the wild is my real home and that I'm going back. From Mr. Squirrel." Then her mom squirrel napped Ulysses. When Flora woke up and realized Ulysses was gone, she went downstairs and saw the note. She knew it was fake. The theme of our book is perseverance because Flora never gave up in finding Ulysses when her mom squirrel napped him. The end.